Hey everyone, so I'm here with like barely no makeup on. I just kind of like woke up from watching Love and Hip Hop, and then I started watching Socialite Sandy's review on Love and Hip Hop, and I just thought it was so funny. So I'm sitting here on the toilet because I really wanted to do a video. Okay, so first and foremost, y'all know Love and Hip Hop. Like I watch, the regular one with Emily and all of them. And I thought it was a pretty decent show. It was good, everybody got their shit together pretty much at the end. And so now that there's Love and Hip Hop ATL, it's just like I feel like the same people who are recording Single Ladies are recording Love and Hip Hop ATL. It's like the same for me, the same camera, the same editing, the same setup, everything like that. And tell me if y'all don't notice that too. Now, first and foremost, I think Stevie J is like the biggest manipulator, con man, just everything like your mother told you to stay away from type of guy. And like everyone is so just like, oh, Stevie J this, Stevie J that. He's made my career. He's done this. And I'm just like, okay. But then the next day after the premiere of Love and Hip Hop, his penis pictures got on Twitter, and of course I'm like, oh, okay, I see why all these girls are going crazy, because number one, I'm not gonna lie, it's like humongous. So if you never had that, I guess, good in your life, and you finally get it, it's like it turns you out. So you don't want to leave him as bad as he treats you, and he's just like, it's just so strange, like the way he talks, and then like the way he talks to Jocelyn, he's like, after all the arguing and throwing no juice, throwing the wine or whatever, water or whatever at her, and then they're outside, and she's like, hey, you always say you're going to send me to the strip club. I'm never going to the strip club again. I'm over here like dying at this woman's accent, or man, because everybody's saying Jocelyn is actually Josh, and she's like just sound like she got just bread in her mouth and she's not swallowing the bread. It was just like, oh, she just has the nastiest accent I've ever heard. And she's just like, you always say you're gonna send me back to the strip club. I'm never gonna go back to the strip club. You saved my life and never. I'm like, oh my gosh, this lady. And one thing she said to me that pissed me off, she was like, oh, when I met Stevie J, I was 24 years old and I didn't know better. 24 years old, that's like the age you're supposed to know better. I can see she said she met Stevie J when she was like 18, 16, 17. Okay, yeah, you have time. But 24 years old, you don't know better? I don't know. This girl is like crazy. So Jocelyn is just the hottest mess I've ever seen on TV. And I think she looks way better with longer hair. She looks believable as a woman with longer hair than with shorter hair. So it's just like, Jocelyn is just the most disgustingest thing I've ever met in my whole, not even met, but ever seen in my whole entire life. And she just makes women just look bad, as well as Mimi, because for me, I think Mimi is only with, what's his man name again? Stevie J, because of his money. Because I'm like, okay, do Mimi have a job? And yes, she have a job. But it's like, why are you not leaving this man? He is dogging you out. Obviously, before you even hit national TV, you've been with him for like 10, 12 years, and you still dealing with this. Like, me, I cannot imagine being with a man I do have a child with, and he is just, I've been off and on with him. Like, what are you doing? You should be out there stacking his paper and having yourself a career. You in Atlanta, like the most go-get-it city. Everybody trying to hustle out there. So you're not even supposed to be worrying about this man right now. And she's not ugly at that. And so I'm like, why is Mimi even worse to me than Jocelyn? Because Mimi been dealing with Stevie J for years and she still put up with his stuff. So I'm like, you're a grown woman and you have a child. Now, what example are you setting for your child, number one, that you even dealing with a person like Stevie J who's so crazy? And Mimi be trying to act all hard and bad, but yet Stevie J get on a piano and start singing a bitch a song, and it's all cookies and creams at the end of the day. I'm like so over Mimi. She is just the weakest, spineless woman I've ever met after dealing with him for that many years and him doing her dirty. I'm just like, Mimi, you can talk all that shit about Stevie J, but at the end of the day, you are still with him. And then there's like Rashida. Rashida is, in actuality, I always wanted to be an A&R. Like, music was always my first passion. And, you know, Rashida just don't got it. To me, I can truthfully say I doubt she will ever have a hit record, a hit CD, a hit song. I don't know if she ever had one in the past, but it's just not ever going to happen for her. Number one, she's too old to be talking about boss bitches and whatever bitches of anything. I'm like, this lady is like really old. She really should not be talking about this stuff. And like, I feel so bad for her husband. They trying to work together as a team, and it's just like, Rashida, just go ahead and just give it up. She's a beautiful woman. She needs to find another passion, because her rapping skills is never gonna make it. And then there's Mama D, and I swear one of my followers look exactly like Mama D. The first episode literally had me like crying on the floor, because I could not believe this woman was sitting on this couch arguing with Scrappy Baby Mama about the stuff that she needed to be doing, and just the way she sounded. And when Scrappy Baby Mama was like, "Did you take your medicine?" And then she's like, "No, I haven't been on it for like a week." And then that right there just threw me on the floor of just pure laughter, because this woman is like insanely crazy, and I cannot stand mama boys. Like, that mess is so gross to me, that she is just all Scrappy penis, like everything he's supposed to be doing, and how everybody's supposed to be loving him like this. And Diamond, yeah, that's just a totally different story. Like, leave the girl out of this, because obviously she's with crackhead Soulja Boy. So I mean, Diamond upgraded from Scrappy, because obviously Soulja Boy got way more money, and she's smart to me to just leave Scrappy broke behind alone and just move to you know, what works for her. She about it with the money. And then there's what's this girl named Carly Rae. You too old to be doing this little Jamaican rap singing thing that you got going on. But I guess like the whole main focus of the show is just with Stevie J, Jocelyn, and Mimi. And at the end of the day, Mimi is just so stupid. Oh wait, K Michelle. You know, K Michelle can really sing, but I do not like the songs. I don't like that suicidal type of R&B music. I like that love, you know, I'm so in love type of R&B music. I don't know. She just not, she don't have it. Like, she's missing something. And like, it's just not working for me. Like, I don't know. I just haven't felt her as an artist, who she is, what's her, like, you know, what's her niche. Like, you know, I just don't know what she's doing with her, like, marketing, her niche. Like, who is she? I just don't get it. And I can say I have not like listened to all her music, but her new song I know for a fact like I do not like. So tell me, but the thing is, another thing with the show, I'm going to continue to watch the whole series, because this has to be the funniest thing I've ever watched, as long like with single ladies too, because I do like reality TV, but then again, like, I do have only Pretty Little Liars and Jane by Design that I actually watch. But I just think this is the funniest show that VH1 has ever came out with. I mean, it's scripted, but it is just the way Stevie J look, the way Jocelyn dumbass act, the way Mimi crazy spineless behind stay with Stevie J, and just, it's just they put a good fake cast together, because that had to be the funniest thing. Just adding Jocelyn to the mix, it's just ridiculous. So I can't wait for next week's episode. Just tell me what you all think. Like, do y'all like the show? Y'all not watching it? Y'all not supporting it? To me, it makes black women just look crazy once again on TV, and it's like, why do we watch this nonsense? And I know better. I should know better. I shouldn't watch it. I shouldn't support it. But it's just so ridiculous. I can't help myself.